Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the LGL Week 7 Power Rankings. Last of the preseason. And actually, last Power Rankings of the season in general. I just got a Discord notification, so I'm going to go on Do Not Disturb real quick, so that doesn't happen again.
I think you should check the notification.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't get an intro, but I don't care.
Okay. Well, should I do it on camera, or is it...
What?
Should I check the notification on camera?
Doesn't really matter too much.
Okay.
But...
Jesus Christ. Okay. I'll handle that later. Baconater introducing himself perfectly with a 3 Pokemon transaction.
Making big moves in free agency, big moves.
We've got the happiest fat man that Baconator has ever had.
He's quite pleased, he's lost a bit of weight, he's been on that slim fast, and he's getting some exercise, as you can see.
And I've got the saddest goose that has ever existed. Because the big goose...
Even sadder than the dual beak to go goose.
The big goose has fallen from grace. They may as well call me the small goose. Okay. Let's just get into this bullshit. I'm sorry. Number 16, we've got our resident last placer, everyone's favorite. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Who you gonna call?
And he's gone.
Oh yeah, he is.
Who you gonna call Yanma? That's who you're gonna call.
Yeah.
That's who Pratty called on.
Six turns.
6-0 this man.
And he never used a Pokemon that wasn't in his first 6. The entire season. And you know what?
A moment of silence for Litwick, Dino, Sugma, Lillipup, Archon, Slowpoke G, and of course, Wooper.
At least we can have solace. At least we can have solace in knowing that Archon has been picked up by Gandhi, actually. And maybe Gandhi can make some use of Archon in the playoffs.
Perhaps. And, I picked up Execute off, just off the streets. Now that Epsilon's gone, his Pokemon become available. I picked up Execute right at the start of this recording, actually.
That was the notification, yeah. Part of that was picking up the goddamn Execute. So Epsilon is gone, but never forgotten because of that legendarily terrible differential. 0-7, -25.
It's like, Jesus.
I think that's actually the worst differential I've ever seen in my life.
I really wouldn't doubt it.
It is... Wow. Moving on to someone who did a little bit better than Epsilon. At 1-6, -17, it's Chronoculars. Mudbury picked up a kill!
Woohoo!
The little guy did it!
I'm sure it'll pick up more than just the one, now that it's in the hands of Weebo, who is a massive fan of Mudbury.
Yeah, hopefully we can see Weebo take advantage of Wonderflanks, which of course was Chronoculars' loyal nickname.
Indeed, but now that he is under Weebo's control, I expect Wonderflanks to now be Hefty Harris, the classic Weebo Mudbury nickname.
Come on, Weebo, name him Hefty Wonderflanks for the legend, for the mystique. Chronoculars this week got 3-0'd by Gandhi in a pretty clean match that ended in a very clean Onyx sweep. He just didn't have the tools he needed to beat up a Dragon Dance Onyx, and he paid the price. Not a whole lot to say here. We've got a lot for the end of this video, so we're going to kind of move through these a little bit quicker than usual.
Yeah, we don't... Dead men are dead, so we don't have to talk about them that much.
Wow. Poetic.
spoken like a fucking, like the Beethoven of poetry.
The Beethoven of poetry. Wow.
Yeah.
You're a master with words.
Mm.
At number 14.
Shakespeare out here. Jamal.
What a legend.
Honestly, don't even remember what Pokemon he brought to his match.
He didn't, because he got a free win against
That's
Bohrkopf.
right. Yeah, he won for free, but he's still dead.
Yep. He got a free-ass win and still ended up dead last.
In Diamond, that is.
Yeah.
But, well, no match. Let's move on to someone who did play.
Viking Funeral. Sigma Pi. The only person that's dying with a positive record. And a positive differential.
Quite a crime, quite honestly. But, you know, that's what happens when you lose 3 in a row to end your season.
Yeah, it just stabbed him.
Like, you took over an 0-2 team, and then you became 2-2 plus 8, which is really a very good spot to be in. But then we figured out your clan Pearl, and it started to go downhill from there.
Yep. And that slow tumble ended up in having to fight for his life against Weebo this week. No. Jawent, pardon me. He was up against Jaw this week, fighting for his life. If he won, Hydreigon would have died. But since he lost, he dies with a +1 record after a really close match. Porygon, I think Porygon picked up a kill this week, right?
Yeah, I think it did.
Wow! Porygon's so good, it picked up 2 whole kills? That's crazy, dude. 2 kills.
Goose truly isn't ready to lose to me in playoffs. If, you know, we even somehow end up going to playoffs, he's losing to Porygon. My co-host.
If I face you in playoffs, I'm just gonna bring only Pokemon that beat Porygon.
Yeah, you're gonna bring like a bunch of special walls and finna run attacking Porygon with download.
No, who said special walls? Nah, I'm just gonna run everything that I can calc to kill that motherfucker. Choice band Mankey, I'll do it.
Swirlix will appreciate Porygon's sacrifice.
Fair enough.
But
otherwise, I just noticed he has 2 bats.
Yeah, he does. He's the Bat Boy.
It was actually.
I could have called him Batman, but no, I just called him the Bat Boy. Yeah.
You mentioned something about him having a path to victory in his match. Tell us about that.
So obviously it would help a lot more to have the replay up, but since we don't have the technology over at Thickums and Goose Studios, I'm basically just going to have to explain this to you. So basically, and I don't blame him for not being able to see this path.
I can literally pull it up.
Yeah, I suppose we can. Do we have it in the budget? Wait, I gotta ask the producer.
Okay.
What do you mean I'm fired? What? The hell are you talking about? What do you mean I'm fired? All right.
Oh shit.
All right. Okay. I guess I have to finish out this show.
Oh shit. Okay. I guess next week is me co-hosted by Epsilon.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll pull up the replay real quick. Because
am I still getting paid at least?
We do have.
What do you mean I'm not getting paid for today?
Hey, wait! What the fuck you doing? Firing my co-host? Oh shit!
Wait, you're not the producer. Wait, what?
This is a bad bit.
Especially because it wasn't scripted.
It was
just fly through this match. Wait. Yeah. Oh. Wait. Okay. Go back a turn.
Oh. Okay.
No, wait. Yeah.
Oh. Go back 2 turns.
Yeah. Back. Yeah.
Okay. So Machop takes an earthquake, hits a dynamic punch.
Yeah. Sash. Bam. All right. So now bullet punch is there. Good play. So now what he had to do here, he had to bullet punch again.
Yeah. No bullet punch there was bizarre. I mean, I can run the calc. I mean, that would have done damage. I guarantee it.
Yeah, even on a Violite Bunnelby.
Sure, Choice Scarf, whatever. That's jolly 196 attack. I think that's a decent assumption. Yeah. Assuming this was like a life. This isn't a Violite Bunnelby. Bullet Punch. Even against a Violite Bunnelby, Bullet Punch would have done at least 20%.
Yeah, 19 to 23, and that's good chip.
And if it wasn't a Violite,
no matter later.
Like, let's say hypothetically it was like Berry Juice. Actually, let's just say it wasn't a Violite. That Bullet Punch was dealing at least 23.
Yeah, so you wanted the chip no matter what.
Do we know what item the Bunnelby was?
It was Eviolite.
Oh, okay. So it was dealing 19%. He gets off the Intimidate, the Fake Out.
Yep, which was another good play.
He could have played with that Fake Out.
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to Fake Out, but then he wanted to switch to Goldeen, to sack Goldeen, and then get to Fake Out again. To get a little extra chip on that Eviolite Bunnelby.
Goldeen does get the chance with that lucky flinch to deal a lot of damage to Axew. And actually end up getting the kill on Axew.
But unfortunately...
Goes down to Quick Attack. He might not have Bullet Punch just because he was worried about Quick Attack. But Quick Attack...
It shouldn't have mattered. You always should have, since you knew you were slower. And then, if he had hit another Fake Out and another Bullet Punch, Moonblast would have killed. And he would have won the batch and made playoffs. But...
Yeah, because...
Alas.
God knows Cutie Fly would have been able to take out an Axew. Especially since it's that weird Violite set.
Yeah. You could tank easily. Any first impression. But...
a little unfortunate, but I'm sad to see Sigma go, even if it was in preventable means, possibly.
Indeed. But perhaps next season.
Moving on to number 12, we have the other 2-5 positive record. Me!
What are you doing down here in 12?
I'm so good at this game, guys. I promise.
I mean...
Maybe I should just, never play again.
Well... You could still win playoffs this year. It's a great way to retire.
I did have a pretty good run of... I had a pretty good run running from, bottom seed last season, and I was doing pretty well until I realized I was cheating. Anyways, I'm not going to cheat this season. I promise. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Totally am. So this match was kind of tough for me. I brought a bunch of memes because I thought Donut would be memeing, but that's not really an excuse. I ended up just going super hyper offensive and no hazard removal, and it ended up kind of biting me in the ass. I ended up getting finished off by a Ammonite. It is what it is. I'm not too pissed about it because I used to get a little pissy, not yell at people pissy when I lost, but I used to overthink things, but at this point I've gotten to the point that, I lose enough that it is what it is. And it was a fun match. I really enjoyed using some fun sets. I was really happy with my sub Curse Grimer.
Fantastic set.
Yeah, it was cute, and I had fun. So, we'll see what happens in playoffs. Hopefully I win a match. You got anything you want to say about the match?
No, I will say one thing. I was very happy with how Donut played.
Yeah.
And even though they had basically already clinched playoffs, them playing with a good team, playing to win, definitely helps them out. And it really did in the differential department.
Yeah, they in the 2 points of differential, and it was kind of a close match. It was 2 points. Yeah. It really helped. God, I need to go on Do Not Disturb.
That's once again my fault, but it was more a reminder. But, all right, we can move on to number 11. I believe
Number
starts
11.
out our 3 and 4 squad.
Hydreigon with the -7 differential.
Oh, it's so hard to see someone with a -7 differential make playoffs and someone with a +1 miss playoffs. That's just sad.
Yeah. Hydreigon's match this week was against you, and it wasn't particularly close, if I recall. Tell us about it.
No, not really. I mean, he had the Sash, Galarian Meow just to take care of Swirlix, but I cleaned that up with, I believe, a Hone Edge Shadow Sneak,
Yep.
which I also, and then I sacked that to get some good chip on Nidoran Mail.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically just started cleaning up the game from there.
He also had a friend in chat with him saying Taco Bell when Nidoran came out.
I still don't understand that joke. He was telling us about that early in the season. Like, didn't he draft Nidoran Mail by just saying Taco Bell? None of us had any idea what it meant. We still don't.
I think he traded or dropped something for it. Like,
oh, yeah, maybe.
I feel like it was something like that. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Otherwise, he did recently drop his Mischievous that got a whole 1 kill all season. Or 2 kills. 1 or 2, something like that.
1, I believe.
Was it just the 1?
Yeah, it was Spec Shadow Ball on Weebo's Farfetch. If I remember correctly, that was its only kill.
That's disappointing.
Yeah,
I mean, for God's sake, your Mischievous has 2 less kills than a Togepi.
And a Skitty. Disappointing.
And 1 less kill than a Drowsy.
Oh.
We'll see how Hydreigon does. He's up against Pratyush, Pratyush has come into his own. Really got used to his team. He had a rough start. He's soared up through the rankings. And I wouldn't put my money on Hydreigon, but anything could happen, and it'll be a fun match to watch.
Yep, indeed.
Number 10, we've got another person with negative differential, specifically a -5. It's Bohrkopf.
The man who doesn't play his matches. 4 of his matches ended up 0-0.
He went 2-2 on forfeits and 1-2 in actual matches.
I don't expect him to beat Weebo.
No, it would be.
Playoffs.
If he beats Weebo, I'm going to be kind of pissed.
Yeah, but he didn't play this week. I suppose we should probably move on.
Yep. To number 9, Noogetbol at the 3 and 4 0 differential, which I find quite funny.
Keeping his season alive by beating Weebo. With that, I mean, that team was just loaded with threats. But
yeah, his team was horrifying this week. Fungus, Gothita, Mienfoo, Shelder, Sandygast, Charmander. Yikes.
And though it did come down to a Power Whip miss on Shelder, which was very fortunate for Nougat, because he was going to lose if that Power Whip hit. But either way, you still won.
Yeah.
You gotta take it. You kept your season alive on a Power Whip miss. Now it's your
yeah, if he lost, he was knocked out, right?
That you deserve that to miss. If he lost, he would have been knocked out and Sigma would have made playoffs.
Wow. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, but RNGesus does not smile upon everybody. And it was not smiling upon Sigma Pi that day.
Only fishy boys.
Indeed. This poorly Duran Dracovish has snuck into the 9 spot and will be facing Donut.
Speaking of Donut, number 8 is Donut! I wasn't entirely sure that was the case. I was totally just guessing. And Donut beat me up this week.
With, a little bit of help from paralysis, with you getting triple parrot at one point.
Triple para on my poor Grimer. I'm glad he didn't bring special shield on this week. I appreciate
Very
it.
happy.
He did
some
bring.
changes still to happen.
Did you notice Crush Claw and Rufflet?
Yeah, I thought it was Crush Claw. Yeah, why is my question over Return?
Yeah, Return does like 27
22
more
more
base power? Or 22? I thought Crush Claw was 75.
75? It could be.
I think it's 75. Could you check?
I'm not a big... Yeah, I can check real quick. Yep, it is 75, huh?
That's just... doesn't it have a chance to lower defense or something?
Yeah, it's a 50%.
That's decently helpful, but returns so much more damage.
Yeah.
Crush Claw gets boosted by Sheer Force.
Ah, it does. But
Which
still not... It doesn't matter. It
if
doesn't
he was
boost
Life
it
Orb,
enough.
it matters. Because that means he wouldn't take recoil damage.
But no. But then he wouldn't... It doesn't matter. If he's Life Orb, Return still has more power.
Well, yeah, Return, but he wouldn't take as much... Because if you get a Sheer Force boost from a move, you don't take the recoil damage off Life Orb.
I thought it was just if you have Sheer Force.
No, it's only moves that get a Sheer Force boost.
I feel like he didn't even know that.
If he knew that, it was kind of big brain. What's 75 times 1.3?
It's like 92 or something.
So for 10 base power, if you getting rid of the recoil is, I'm not sure if it's worth it.
I'm not really sure because then just run a different item.
Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know. I think it's close.
Perhaps we should move on, but good job to Donut for moving yourself up to the 8 seed.
Speaking of the 8 seed, what comes after 8?
I don't know.
It's Weebo!
Oh!
You stupid boy. Can't even count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Weebo 8?
Yep. And Q-Fan, a little stupid boy, when he's not with me at least, can't hit Power Whips and made Weebo drop to the 7 seed.
Actually blind Q-Fan.
Out of most people with the, without a bye week, Weebo might have the easiest path to semifinals. Like, it ain't that bad. It's Bohrkopf and then Jaw. And he crushed Jaw earlier in the season. In fact, that's Jaw's only loss was to Weebo.
Yeah, we'll have to wait
just dominated him.
Jaw has grown as a player.
Indeed.
So we might see some changes, and we might see Jaw make some transactions, of course. So it's definitely it's not free for Weebo, but I do like his odds here.
Yeah, and Driftloon, he dropped for Mudbray, and he's very capable using Mudbray, so I would expect to see big things from it.
Yeah. Moving on to number 6. We have Pratyush, the Chennai Chimchars, coming up here with an easy 6-0 sweep versus Epsilon with just a Yanma.
I'm destroyed him.
It was like it was nothing. And he didn't even need... the craziest thing is, I don't think he needed the special attack boost from Ancient Power there.
Apparently it could have mattered on Drillbur. I think they were talking about that after the game, but I don't really think it mattered that much.
No. And like
you were never gonna lose. That's for damn sure.
He might have fallen to Weebo's place if he had Yanma die, possibly. But honestly, he probably just finished Drillbur off with something else and gotten a +5 instead of a +6.
Yeah. I don't really think it mattered. So, congratulations though for the 6-turn 6-0.
Only 6-0 of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to number 5. We have Geyser. Whew, Geyser, man.
The fall from grace from... I was almost certain he'd get a bye week at some point. But then, the end of the season made it just a bit too hard.
It was just... Well, the issue was just he took his loss... Both of the top seeds took their loss to Gandhi, so it ended up to which one of them won. Which I find hilarious. Gandhi was the kingmaker, essentially.
Indeed. Godslayer Gandhi.
Godslayer Gandhi, only losing to the aforementioned Pratyush. Yeah, Geyser, he's got a tough docket, though.
He has the hardest path to the finals.
I'd argue I have a harder path, but yeah.
Well, you have I guess you do have the exact same path, with the exception that you face Geyser rather than Geyser facing you.
Yeah.
But I would rather face basically every other opponent ranked below me, except maybe Geyser, than you. Even though you are the lowest seed.
Aww.
Your experience and your team-building creativity, I would say, makes you a very difficult opponent. And that's going to be tough for Geyser in a best 2 out of 3. He's never done a 2 out of 3 before. So it's going to be new for him, but I definitely think he can win. He's got a very strong team.
Yeah, and Sandshrew coming out of this with an insane amount of kills. It just shows how threatening he is. He's gotten rid of this Cubchoo at this point, just because he doesn't need the double Hail Sweeper. He just needs Sandshrew. I think we should move on to our 4 bye-week recipients.
Woohoo!
In number 4, we have... Drumroll, please. Oh, wait. I accidentally clicked the button. It's you!
Indeed it is.
Even though you have a worse record than Geyser.
Hey, that's all it takes in the Diamond Division.
It's based on groups. Yep.
So, this team sheet is now extremely outdated. We made some big changes just before and during these power rankings.
I think the team sheet on the actual doc is still outdated unless you updated it.
I don't believe I have, so let's just talk about the changes. I dropped Coughing for Porygon. So, Goose was talking mad shit about Porygon, and I just couldn't let my boy take the disrespect. So, against my better judgment, Coughing, you're out. Porygon, you're in. And, I thought I could use some good special attackers.
Why would you downgrade yourself so harshly?
Ooh. Alright. Some other trades I made were Chikorita, Totodile, and Dwebble traded for Roggenrola, Execute, and Shellos. Now, you may think that's a bit of a downgrade, right? Roggenrola to Dwebble. It's a much worse rocker, but I think Execute and Shellos are just so much better than Chikorita and Totodile that it makes up for it. I considered dropping Hone Edge instead, but I didn't want the double rock type there. And I thought, I can make do without Dwebble. I've got plenty of setup sweepers already.
Also, if you dropped Hone Edge, you'd be really fighting vulnerable, especially since you got rid of Coughing.
Indeed. But the Execute does help shore that up, Vullaby's neutral.
Yep.
And Swirlex. Actually, I wouldn't say I'm fighting weak at all. It's with the Swirlex.
You weren't fighting weak. Yeah. This team, if you took Hone Edge away from the team we have on screen right now, you're pretty fighting weak. Swirlex doesn't want to take high jump kicks.
From the one guy who can high jump kick.
Hey, someone else can do it. I think.
Yes, Scraggy.
Yeah, 2.
Wait, I dumped Scraggy's ass.
Yeah, Scraggy is on Bohrkopf's team, I think.
Yeah, so Scraggy has to go out and beat Weebo, so. But, I don't know. I think Vullaby, Honedge, Swirlix will be able to help clear the field of fighting types for Porygon. And then, Pancham helps clear steel types for Porygon and Swirlix. And, I just think between all these, I've got a solid defensive core with Pancham, Vullaby, Honedge, Shellos, and then a good offensive core with Porygon, Swirlix, Vullaby, Pancham. And you'll see those overlap a bit because, Vullaby and Pancham, they can be both. Run offensive Pancham, defensive Pancham, it gets parting shot, it gets knockoff.
You didn't even mention execute.
Oh yeah, and execute there, it can put shit to sleep, and that's, I like that. I think I've got fantastic type coverage here too. But I have 2 normal types and 2 fairy types, and that's like all the overlapping.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, but of those 2 normal types, one of them is,
Yeah, one of them is your least favorite.
I like Porygon just fine. I just think he's terrible. Moving on to number 3. It's Jawentehunicorn. That name.
It's just such a mouthful.
Only a +8 differential, but a 6-1 record will put you in an easy 3rd place. Only taking a loss to Weebo all season.
Indeed. Really surprising that after a 5-0 loss to Weebo in Week 2, he rebounds, wins 5 in a row, and wins the Diamond Division.
Yeah, beating out you, the aforementioned Weebo, and other people.
Yikes, there's not a lot of fantastic players in Diamond.
There's...
It kind of just drops.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Diamond's, Nuke, good.
Yeah, it was just, there was a lot of clawing at each other in Diamond.
Yeah. Jaws this week had that match against Sigma. Close match. He might have been able to lose that game. He named his Pineco Keith. I just want everyone to take a second, pause this video, and appreciate that he named a Pineco Keith. Hey, Keith. How you doing, Keith? You're a Pineco. I appreciate that. Alright, moving on to number 2. We have Gandhi at the 6-1 +10. Gandhi taking down Chronoculars cleanly 3-0 and sliding into the number 2 slot of the entire league. It seems my co-host has disconnected and reconnected.
It seems that you have been cutting out a lot. I have been fine.
You kind of cut out for a long time on my end. Hopefully it's fine in the video.
Well, this is going to be, I think in the video, we're going to be talking over each other without knowing it.
Well, it's only my computer audio, so it shouldn't pick up anything that overlaps there.
Yeah. Well, damn it, I had been talking about basically that, Jaw might not want to face Weebo.
Yeah. I kind of brought that up. I also did a Keith appreciation. I appreciated that he named his Pineco Keith. Just like
it. Was quite a good time.
Yeah. And now we're on Gandhi of the Dapper Dudes.
One of my favorite logos.
What a good logo. Look at him in his sunglasses. Honestly, I just want to say, Hydreigon, that's a shitty sunglass Pokemon. I mean, look, that you got the Photoshop lines. Nah. That's how you put sunglasses on a fucking Pokemon. Look at that man. Look at that Chad. Oh, fuck.
Some machoist Machoke.
The machoist Machoke. Gandhi has I think all around one of the cleanest, best looking teams out there. I just really like this team, and I like what he's been doing with it. He's just crushing people. He's beating Shady. He's beating Geyser. He's in his element. He only took a loss to Prady in week, what was that, 3?
Yeah, I believe so. Week 3.
He hasn't taken a loss in 4 weeks. Gandhi is a legend and a threat. I mean, Gandhi, honestly, I know I'm calling it a little early. He's my favorite for playoffs.
Ooh, very hot take indeed.
I think he's got an easier docket. No offense, Brady. I think his docket's easier than not Shady Kid, because Shady has to beat Geyser or me beating Geyser. Either of which, like, if I beat Geyser, that means I'm a lot more of a threat.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pratyush versus Hydreigon is just not quite as threatening as Geyser on the horizon. Someone that Shady has beaten, but it wasn't any easy fight.
There was a little bit of luck involved there too. The para on the Thunder Punch into full para on Abra, that was a little lucky.
Oh yeah. So I'm excited to see what Gandhi pulls. And speaking of Thunder Punch into full para, let's talk about that match, because I think when we talked about Geyser, we didn't really talk about his match. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, I just want to say the team that Shady brought was quite interesting.
It was legendary.
Let's see, it was Vulpix, Tailo, Muna, Togepi, Timber, Suwaddle.
Yeah.
And it didn't do that bad.
No, it won 2-0.
Yeah, Chlorophyll on Suwaddle in the sun, and I never expected it to run Hidden Power Fire.
It makes sense. Get that sun
boost. It makes a lot of sense, and it just destroyed that Alolan Sandshrew.
Vulpix, the only tier 2 he brought this week, immediately mementoed into the Suwaddle, and that's all it did, sign up the sun. That Muna set too, with the freaking Calm Mind Curse Moonlight only getting dampened out by the hail.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what that was planning.
It had to be stored power.
It had to be. Was Geyser packing a dark type?
He had Dark Pulse on
but did he have a dark type?
I don't know if he has a dark type on his team.
Because a dark type would shut down that stored power bullshit real fast.
Yeah, he does not have a dark type on the entire team.
That just shows you Shady knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe it was just dumb luck, but it works better in the analogy. We also saw an interesting Timber set using Dynamic Punch Blunder Policy, which I thought was really interesting.
It worked so well.
It was really sick.
There was definitely some very good luck on Shady's side that match, but good lord.
Flipping a coin to either get an agility or a 100 base power always confuse fighting move is not a bad deal.
No, not at all. And especially, and it's not 100 base power. That shit's Iron Fist boosted.
That's true.
Because, well, that was the only ability it could be. Couldn't be Sheer Force, since... oh, wait, no, it doesn't even have Sheer Force. It has Guts.
So I think that's all of our players. Let's get into stats and facts, everybody's favorite. You're up first, Baconator. Tell me about your favorite match.
Well, as you can see, Praty v Epsilon was my favorite match. I love a good clean sweep, clean 6-0, clean 6-turn match.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't underestimate Yanma. I think it hits 17 special attack. It's got speed boost, so it can run some bulk.
Mm-hmm.
It hits hard. It's got decent coverage. Put some rocks up.
Hell yeah. My favorite match, Not Shady versus Geyser, aforementioned cool sets. I liked the Dark Pulse on Alolan full picks. It was a fun match. Some really cool sets from Shady in particular. And it was always going to be fun. And you have two really powerful players coming up against each other.
At first, I was looking, I was like, what the hell is a Toe Titan? And then I realized I just felt too wrong.
Eat shit and die.
I kind of did. I was like, what is a Toe Titan? I'm so confused.
It's Attack on Titan. It's Attack on Toe Titans.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a new show. What was the closest match, Bacon?
Jaw versus Sigma Pi, the only 1-0 this week. And
Yeah.
It really came down to the end. If it wasn't Eviolite Bunnelby, never know.
It notably, almost, have we had a week that didn't have a 1-0 in it? At least one?
I don't think so. Let me check. Match record.
I have a weird feeling. No, there was a 1-0 first week.
Yes, there was. That's a 1-0. There's a bunch of 1-0s. Yep. 1-0 every week.
At least 1-1-0 every single week. That's a good sign. Speaking of, the average differential of the matches this season was a solid 2.43. Under 3 actually rounds to 2. That's low, and that's what you want to see. The closer you are to 1, or I guess 0 technically, but you don't want to be at 0. The closer you are to 1, the better off you are, right in that sort of sweet, like 1.5 to 2 range is like ideal, but 2.43 is really strong differential, average differential this season. And great season all in all. Very fun preseason, guys.
And then our second fact, Hydreigon just surviving with a -7. Really just a crime, being able to get away with that. And Bohrkopf only played 3 matches, but gets to slide into playoffs. And then Gandhi getting the bye week with only the 3rd highest differential. Doesn't matter. He's 6-1. Geyser's 5-2.
Yep. That's the more important number. Alolan Sandshrew outkilled Epsilon's entire team and the summation of the season. Jesus Christ, Epsilon, come on!
Yeah, come on. What do you mean your team didn't outkill the kill leader? Not good.
That's... wow.
Gotta switch it up a bit.
Yeah.
I didn't fully read the last fact yet. Yeah, the Diamond Dipshits ended up averaging 9, and the Pearl Gods ended up averaging 8. So I guess
fucked.
Yeah, I guess we can go fuck ourselves then.
Get sodomized with a candlestick, bitches.
It's fine. Diamond Group will be representing the finals when we win it.
Oh, is this going to become tribalism now? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I mean, I'm up against 2 people in my group, but, you know.
Yeah, so am I. No, wait, no, not if Donut wins. Oh. But, alright. So now, upcoming.
We've got Season Awards.
Season Awards.
You can start us off.
Most kills, Alolan Sandshrew, as you could see in the last slide. 17 kills, 7 games. Not too bad at all. Not too bad.
Not shabby whatsoever. Best differential and preseason champion, Not Shady Kid. What a good preseason. Only taking a loss to Gandhi.
No shame there.
No, and just strong all around. Really threatening, really inventive. Just great player, great team.
Definitely going to be very bad to play in playoffs. No one wants to face Shady.
Not Shady Kid. If this was Vegas, your betting odds for Shady Kid are looking real good.
Quite nice. All right, most disappointing. Hydreigon, how are you going to hype up Mischievous and then get 1 kill with it? Like, come on.
Should be banned. Funniest nickname.
Be banned. should be banned ends up looking should be tier 2. Not good.
Honestly, it looked a lot worse than most of his tier 2s. I mean, it was just very disappointing this season. Especially compared to most surprising Pokemon, Togepi picking up 3 kills from tier 6. Honorary mention must go to Skitty, who also picked up 3 kills from tier 6.
No, Skitty was tier 5. I thought it was tier 6, but it's tier 5. But it's still not great, but Weebo used Skitty fairly well.
Yeah.
Almost like I used Glameow.
Yeah, but we couldn't give Skitty that award because Alolan Sandshrew picked up 17 kills from tier 5.
Yeah. So, most improved. Gandhi, very happy with how he did. Moving up 9 places in the 2 seasons. Just very impressive.
I mean, I'm telling you, Season 1 was a thing, and he did win Season 1. I've said it over and over again. Don't underestimate Gandhi. He won Season 1.
And then, let's throw back to all the times you said, Season 1 doesn't count.
Yeah, but, like, it counts when I want it to count, because I am your god, bow before me.
I'm sounding like Kim Jong-un. Alright, do you want to talk about the best team logo?
Yeah, let's look at them all. Best team logos, 16-way tie. Not Shady Kid, the Breaking Zolts, that's art. That's a beautiful shitpost. It's just gorgeous. The Dapper Dudes, look at that man. Look at him go. He's
Absolutely
a bad
fantastic.
bitch. Such a good look. Pardon me. Southside Score Bunny, that's clean, that's fresh. I like the color scheme. Love it. Care City Q-Fans, classic. Been around since last season. Cool, just good, solid logo, even if you don't have a Q-Fan. Zangoose Malice, what a shitpost. Look at those nails. Look at him go. The Chennai Chimchars, that's fresh, that's clean, I don't like that the Pokeballs are not actual Pokeballs. Is there a Pokeball with that color scheme?
No. It's just too dark for the red of a normal Pokeball.
Yeah, it looks vaguely like a GS ball, like the GS ball.
I thought it was gold.
Huh. But look at that. It's clean. Look at how handsome he is. He also picked up Chimchar, so it works. Look at that. Look at that logo. Look at the leak. Handsome.
Look at me there in the middle right with the absolute dumpy.
Look at that cake.
And look at that Volibee right next to it that I also drew.
That Volibee actually looks really good.
Oh, thank you. I actually spent a bit of time on it.
Dedenne with the denim. Look at him go. Look at his pants, man.
Oh, look at those hips. Those are fertile hips.
The curves. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a furry, but I'd hit that. Look at that. Look at the swirls. Look at the... Oh, God, it's a penis.
Oh. Yeah, it is. It's just a straight fucking dong. I didn't notice that, but yeah, Dracovish kind of is an awful body, a swirl, and then a fucking penis. Just all put into one.
There's so much going on here.
Then on the right side, it's basically a big fucking vein.
Yeah.
Like horizontally across it. If your penis looks like that, you should contact a doctor.
If it has eyes.
Well, yeah, let's hope those are eyes and not warts.
Bohrkopf, Stuttgart Snorlaxes. He looks so happy. I like the O as a Snorlax. That's good. That's solid. It's also very representative of him. Hydreigon. That's kind of a shitpost. I mean, look at that like weird cutty line because he clearly snipped it out in like fucking Photoshop. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Look at those sunglasses. Dope dittos. Hell yes. The Dabbing Hypnos. You want to talk about a shitpost?
You want to talk about a bad crop? with the white line at the top.
Oh,
on the
hell
side.
yeah. You know how I got this? I went into the 3D image maker. I got this picture of hypno dabbing. I added the dabbing hypnos with one of their preset texts, and then I took a screenshot of it.
Fantastic.
The Mississippi Murkrows. I love Murkrow. It's a shitpost. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. His wings, they're just wrong. Oh wait, it's the Mississippi Muckrows.
Yeah.
How did they spell Mississippi right, but they misspelled Murkrows?
Hey, well, you got the classic Mississippi Mississippi. That's some easy shit.
Mississippi. God, that's a good word. Look at that. Look at that Gliscor. Look at him say ah.
And he's not just screaming ah to be fearsome either. He's screaming out of sheer agony, out of his pure existence.
I don't even know it. This doesn't even look like a Gliscor. I love it. I love it. Potpourri's Posse. That's a clean logo. That's just a clean logo.
Mm-hmm.
And
like an actual Pokeball.
And what the hell is a resistance?
Looks like something straight out of a what's that dude? Bill Wirtz.
Yeah.
Looks like something straight out of a
what
Bill
the
Wirtz
hell
video.
is a resistance?
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how I imagined saying it too.
A 16-way tie for best logo. That was the easiest decision we ever made. Highest differential.
Epsilon in the wrong direction.
It's kind of impressive.
It is. His negative differential was over double the best positive differential.
So most disappointing player. This was supposed to be most disappointing knockout. Like, we're not saying you're a disappointment, Sigma.
Yeah.
That's kind of. It's just. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just sad to see you go from one of our strongest players to missing playoffs, even though you probably should have made it.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate by record.
Mm-hmm.
Your differential was a more accurate representation of how you played.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Most accurate logo, we got Bohrkopf. His logo, of course, Snorlax, because he's too lazy to play his damn matches.
God damn it.
No offense, Bohrkopf. I don't mean any of it. Yes, I do. You want to talk about your favorite set?
Yeah, most creative, but actually, good set was Gandhi's Grassy Seed Galarian Ponyta, which so sadly got fully paralyzed, so it couldn't fuck up that Grookey. But Gandhi still won, so you'll have to see it.
Yeah, against me. Most creative but bad set goes to Donut's infuriating special attacking Shieldon.
It does nothing! It does some fucking little damage. It pisses me off.
It is really bad. If I'm being honest, it's pretty bad. Last one's you.
Thumbnail Diva, one and only Hydreigon. 3 appearances and always on the upwards arrow, if I do remember correctly.
Yep, and that's a good. And a Diva's always on the up and up.
Mm-hmm. And he skirted into playoffs.
Hell yeah.
Ahead of you.
Yeah. I know.
With an 8 worse differential.
Yeah, I know. Finally, I added one season award while Baconator wasn't looking. Mod of the Year. Baconator.
Yay!
The best moderator.
I actually didn't see this.
Yeah, I know. I pulled up the stream and then pulled up a second tab to make it so that you were looking at the stream and didn't see it ahead of time. Which is why it's so fucking barren. I would have had some more, gallantry here, but I was trying to sneak it.
Just a bunch of other happy fat men.
Yeah, I would have had a bunch of fat men. You know what? Fuck it. Go away, notifications. I don't care. Happy fat men. Let's add it.
Happy fat me.
Happy fat me, no.
Yeah, that's exactly what I expected.
Oh my god, it's this guy.
Hey, there. Yeah, there I am. The other direction. This is starting to get disturbing. I don't want to see these men.
Oh, it's too late now. You mentioned it. It is time for the happy fat men.
You just make the fucking slide back around.
Look at that guy. Okay,
Dude, that is the sheer size
yeah, look
of
at
that
him go.
awful. Oh, he is a business hefter.
Oh yeah. Look at him. Look at him. Let's get. Oh, we got another picture of this guy from a different angle. This might be my favorite stock image man ever. One more for the fans. Yeah, look how happy that guy is. Oh my god! Oh my god!
I was gonna say, our news is written in stone. What a power player. Oh, I forgot he's in a frame.
Okay, I think this is more celebratory. Don't you think? A little more festive. Wait, let's get it in full screen. Oh, come on.
I can't hear my co-host.
Oh, am I cutting out? Ah. Having some technical difficulties. I don't think I'm going to be able to go back into present mode. So, in the jankiest way possible, we're going to get our title slide like this. Unless, come on. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Go away to playoffs! Unless you didn't make it, or you're watching this after the season is over. Yeah. You got anything you want to say? I never let you sign off. What you want to sign off with, Baconator?
Get out of here. Go prep for playoffs.
Yeah.
No extensions.
Yes.